Say, I'm just assuming let's say x is equals to sir here. Assume let's say 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay, I'm just now saying sir. Let's say y equals to 2. And just what's it? X is the list of numbers and y is just one number which is part of x. Alright sir? Tell me yes, y equals to 2 but x contains a group of numbers. Now I'm just writing sir, y in x. I'm just saying sir, y in x. Now let us see what it returns. Okay? True. We got true. Why? Because y is part of x. Have I read everyone? Yes. Because I got tell me sir, y value is 2 but x contains multiple elements in addition to what's a y here. Okay? 2, 3, 4, 5 we have. So y equals to just 2. So in addition to the 2, you have 3, 4, 5. So 2 is part of 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is 2. Now I am just saying like this sir. Let's say z is equals to 6. And I am writing sir z in x. I am writing z in x. So what does it mean? Answer. What does it mean? Z in x.
False.
Z in x. Does Z in x?
No.
Does Z in x? Does Z in x? No. Now let's see what you get. False. Yes. So in and not in are the two operators which we call it as tell me membership operators. Like the way what we tested for is and is not sir. The similar way you can check for tell me in and not in. So now I am just giving like this sir. Z not in x. Is this true or false? Answer. Is this true or false? True. Yes, you'll be getting what sir? Yes sir. Yes. So the operator in and not in, maybe words we're not using simple sir, but that just words are used to check whether a given data element is member of tell me a group of data elements. If it is a member, it returns true. If it is not a member, it returns false. One of you close the door. There, John. Just close it. We are seeing and doing here and there. Just close it. Alright. Now see everyone. So we have tested now sir whether a required data element is part of what sir can be another word sir, a sequence or maybe another list of elements. If it is present as a part of it, yes, it is giving true. If it is not present, it is giving what sir? False. Okay? Right. So now let us test for the same thing with respect to a string also. Now I took tell me everyone sir integer sir. So let us test it for a string also because either we have numeric data or we have a string data. Always these are only two possibilities. Okay? So now let us take sir for example, let's say x is equals to AIML, okay, DS, let's say CS, okay. I'm just now saying, okay, y is equals to ECE, y is equals to ECE or ESTC. I have x. What's a group of branch names? What is that, sir? AML, DS, and CS, which are nothing but strings. And now I have one more string called Y, which is an ECE. Okay, right. Now let us test whether Y is in X or not. I'm saying Y in X. Does Y in X? No. ECE is not part of X here. Our last bench friends, once I come to you, I'll collect all your codes. Everyone look at the screen. Just look at the screen. I already commented even if you come late. Just look at some. Just listen, it's very, very interesting. Membership and identity operators have a lot of underlying concepts. Try to understand here. Okay? Right. So now for membership we tested for telling integer numbers. Now I am testing membership with respect to what's strings also. So that we conclude a common point Whether membership operator is just used to identify any type of data is part of group of elements or not. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Yes. Yes. Just to conclude that I am saying sir all these possibilities. I got sir why X is false. Yes, because it is EC is not part of my X. Am I right, everyone? X only contains AML, GS and CS. But my EC is not given. My EC is not present here. I hope you understand everyone. Okay? So I can just say that it is false. I hope I am clear with this everyone. Now I just take Z, let us say sir. It's nothing but DS. I take Z as data science. Now I want to test when Z is present in what's a X or not. So let's have this writing Z in X. Z in X. Z in X. What is that sir? True. Yes, we got true. I hope you understand. I hope you understand. Yes, DS is part of our what's a X. Yes. Very simple sir. I hope now everyone understands sir, membership operators and tell me everyone sir, identity operators very clearly. This is the most interesting part of Python sir because with respect to all other programming languages, I think you might have never seen this identity and membership. Am I right sir? Yes. It's like a simple language. Na? Suppose sir, as I said before, Mogi is in class. Mogi is not in class. It's like a normal word. Am I right sir? Yes. So such a simple way you can use this also operators with respect towards a Python. If you want to test for your given data, is part of tell me everyone sir, a group of elements or not, a group of what's a data elements. If it is part of it, it returns true. If it is not the part, it returns what's a false. Clear everyone? Clear everyone? Yes, I hope I am clear with this everyone sir. Okay? Right. So now let us continue. Now let us continue with tell me everyone sir. The next category of course, next concept. I'm just skipping here what's a bitwise operators because we have in detail description about bitwise operators sir, when we go for binary operations. But so when we come with what's a bitwise manipulations sir, the problems on this on DSA, we'll come to that clearly. Okay. So except that everything we covered. Am I right everyone? Yes. Tell me. Yes sir. So now let us begin with what's up. We have done with data types. We have done with variables concept. We have done with different kinds of operators. Okay, right. So now it is a time to understand, sir, what is the structure of Python program, what are the input-output statements, and okay, and if I want to change the sequence of a program based on some condition, okay, and how do you write that? What are the different conditioning statements supported in Python? Okay, so slowly now we are entering into the tell me the way to write a Python program. Okay, so to build a Python program based on the given problem. Am I right, everyone? Yes. So the part of that we said, sir, every Python program or any programming language, we always write the programs to manipulate the data. So a data may be represented using variables. A data may take different formats, nothing but data types. But when we operate on the data, we always use some special symbols, nothing but operators. That also we covered. Am I right, everyone? Yes. So now let us understand. Now let us understand here. Sir, do you have any specific what's the structure for a Python program? I think if you look at your C program, you always write like what's the preprocessor directives in the beginning or global variable declaration. After that you start with a main function, then a body of a main function, then you close it. Have I read everyone? Tell me, yes. In a similar way, do you have any something with respect to what's a Python program? Can you say something like that? Actually, typical Python program, we always say, sir, there is no specific structure. But all the words of competitive coding or professional point of view, you always write Python program as a what's group of Python functions or in the form of Python functions. Have I read everyone? Have I read everyone? Yes, sir. Every operation you always implement using what's the tell me? Python functions. Okay? That means a Python function is typically what's written just using a keyword called define, def, followed by what's the tell me? Function name. And then we open the brackets up. So inside the function name, you have some arguments or parameters. And then after that, what you'll be doing, sir? You're opening it, then this writing the body of the function. And every function may be returning what's some value. So about the detail, in detail about the Python what's functions, we'll see when it comes towards a Python function. But as of now, understand that Python program has got no specific structure. You can write the way what you want. I hope you understand. Okay. But most of the times in a professional whatsoever competitive coding point of view, sir, every Python problem is whatsoever written as a whatsoever Python function. We just write a function, okay? That is a Python program we'll see. We don't specifically say like train function, all that. I hope you understand everything, okay? Right. So now as of now, sir, because I have not even started with Python functions, I'm just going with everyone, sir, as a normal way of writing what's a program. Am I right, everyone? Yes. So as a part of, sir, if I want to build or if I want to write any program, sir, it is very clear. In addition to representation of data, in addition to the operators, in addition to the keywords, what's up tell me, use it to what's up tell me, solve that what's up problem. We must be also familiar with what's up the basic input-output statements. Am I right, sir? Yes, because always you may be giving data as a part of the program, or you may be giving the what's up data during runtime. Am I right, everyone, sir? Yes. Yes. So this is always given. Or if I want to see an output given by the program, I have to use an output statement. Am I right, sir? Yes. Yeah. So that's why. First, let us see, sir, what are the basic input-output statements used in Python. Okay, no? The basic input-output statements are only two, sir. One is print statement, which is always used to print something, which is used to output some data. Am I right, everyone? Tell me, yes. So the syntax is very simple. You can just write print. Inside that, what's up? You can just give whatever you want to print it. You can give as a variable name. If you want to print a message, you can just type that message like a string. Am I right, everyone? Yes. Okay. Now if you want to print a variable value, just give the variable value. If you want to print a list, you just give the list name. So anything, whichever you want to be printed, or whichever you want to output it, you just write under a print statement. Am I right, everyone? Am I right, everyone? Answer? Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. So what happens here? Simply, sir, just the one output statement we will say in Python is nothing but print. The output statement is what's a print. Okay. So shall I show you now, sir? With some examples how print works? Tell me. Yes. Okay. I'll just do some hands-on here. Just look at it, sir. Just very simple, sir. You need not do it. Just very simple. When I go to the problems, yes, you can involve. Okay. Just have a look how I'm doing, how it's working. That's all. Okay. Right. Come on. Everyone has to look at this because now we have started core part of the Python. Everyone has to see. Maybe operators, data types, maybe most of you are already knowing it, but as I want to teach from the scratch, okay, so that everyone will be comfortable position. So that's why we started from the basics. Am I right, everyone, sir? Yes. So slowly now we are entering into the problems. Right, listen now. So here, I'm just taking, sir, let's say x is equals to, okay, LTC. I'm just taking it as a string. So I just want to print it. I just want to output it, sir. I want to see it on the screen. Okay, how do you write, sir? We always use, tell me the print statement, okay, to output anything, sir, here. So what's the string name here, sir? What is the variable we have assigned it to? X. So I'm just writing print X. What is it, sir? LTC. I got it. I hope you understand, everyone. I hope you understand. The same thing if I just give X, also I get LTC. But how I'm getting? I'm getting it as a string. But when I'm printing, it's not just giving the double quotes. It's only just giving us, tell me, the content of X. Am I right, everyone, sir? Yes. It doesn't matter what type it is. It's just giving the content. But when I'm just typing X, it is giving what type also. Am I right, everyone? Am I right, everyone? Yes, sir. Yes. So that's the difference between just like normally what's accessing X in what's a Python interpreter, or just accessing using print statement. Accessing using what's a print statement. This difference you don't find with respect to numbers, because numbers you don't see any codes and all. Am I right, everyone? My answer? Yes. Yes. So now I'm just seeing, sir, everyone, look at this carefully. Let's say X is equals to LTCE. Let's say Y is equals to CRT. So I'm just printing now something like this. So it's a print of. So inside the print statement, sir, can I even just use a variables with some operation? That's what I'm testing. Before I just use individually a variable. Am I right, everyone? Answer yes. But now what I'm doing, let's say here, I'm just writing like what's a print of X plus Y. Now let's see what happens. But does your X and Y have numbers to perform the addition? Tell me, does X and Y have numbers here? No. They are strings. But what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to put up a plus between the strings. Now let's see what it happens in Python. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Yes. Now let's see, sir. So they simply concatenated. Am I right, everyone? Am I right, everyone? Yes, sir. So plus is an operator, sir. You can use along with numbers to perform addition. You can use that, tell me, sir, along with strings or along with some variables to concatenate it. Am I right, everyone? Tell me, yes. If the variables contains really the numbers, it will perform addition of it. But when they are strings, they are just what happening, sir, here? Concatenation. I hope you understand. Means I can even write inside the print statement some operations in addition to what's the variables here. Okay? So sometimes the operator plus is used to concatenate, tell me, sir, the multiple data elements. Am I right, everyone? Am I right, everyone, sir? So please answer. Yes. So if I want to insert a space here, how can I do it? I can still do it. That's also a character. Am I right, everyone? Yes. So the same thing I'm writing like this. Now let's say X plus some space here, okay, plus Y. So what I'm doing, inside the print statement only, I'm doing, tell me, sir, everyone, I'm taking X variable, a Y variable, both I'm separating with a space. Now let's see what you get it. Now let's see what you get it. You got, both are now separated by some space. Am I right, everyone? Yes. So I'm able to see every operation using print statement. It is displaying. Alright, sir? Yes. So it's a basic output statement. So you can directly mention the variable names, so you can mention the words operations inside the print statement. You can do whatever you want. I hope you understand, everyone. I hope you understand, everyone. Okay? Yes, sir. Yes. This is the way we simply, I just wanted to show you a print statement is just used to print some data, not only data. Your operations inside the print statement can be also allowed. That will give us some words that will be result after performing the operations. Am I right, everyone? Am I right, everyone, sir? Yes. So your print statement is like your printf statement in your C. It's like your system.out.println statement in your Java. It's such a simple, right? It's like a normal command printer. I hope you understand. You're not using a big statement like system.out.println, nothing. Just print. I hope you understand. I hope you understand. Yes. Okay. Right. Right, sir. So now let us see. Now let us see. Everyone here, sir. Input statement. We understood about now output statement. Now let us understand about what's an input statement. So what are the input statements in C language? Can anyone? Scanner. It is used to accept the inputs during runtime. Am I right, everyone? Tell me. Yes. How do you give them in Python, sir? What are the input statements in Python, sir? It's just same name. Input out. Here what we are writing? Print out. Same as that, sir, here. Input out. Okay? Right. Input out. Right. Okay, so I'm just starting like this. Let's see now. X is equals to answer, everyone.
Input.
I'm just writing, sir, input of enter the stream. For example, let's enter the stream. I'm just giving it. X is equals to input of enter the stream. I'm just asking. Okay, what is this one? Our user to enter a string when it is executing. Okay, when it is executing. So that's called what's during the runtime also it will accept. Now let us see how can I give the string. I'm just pressing now enter. It is asking me a message. What is that, sir? Enter the string. Now let's say I'm entering, sir. Okay, now entering, sir. Let's say some students wants to escape in the break. Some students wants to escape in the break. A big string I have given. Am I right, sir?
Yes.
Tell me. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Just enter. Just enter. That means now I entered a string. What is the string, sir? Some students wants to escape in the break. Okay, right. Now let us see whether it is assigned to the x or not. Because x is the variable where it has to be assigned. Alright, sir? Yes. Because we are writing it as x is equals to int of input enter the words of string. Okay. Input of enter the string. Okay. Now let's see what is x here. I'm printing x or let's say x. I'll write print x. Print x. I use one input statement and now I want to see that message, so I am using output statement. Print x. Yes, I got it. Some students wants to escape in the break. So now we'll take one more variable. But the security people stopped them, so they returned. Okay. Now let's say z is equals to. I'm gonna try to understand. Z is equals to input of enter the string, enter the message, something, anything you can, enter the message. Okay, now it's asking what's the enter the message. Okay, they returned okay, after the security stops them or stops. Okay, right, just consider. They return after the security stops. This is the message I am giving for Z. Now let us print Z. Okay. They return after the security stops. Now what I'll do is, I'll just make it as a simple like a question and answer. Print x plus some space. I'm just adding but in between. Okay, plus z. Can anyone tell me now what is the output, sir? Can anyone tell me what is the output now? I am just printing, tell me everyone, so some operations on the string. What I am doing? I am just printing x first. Between x and z I am adding but. Now what is the message you get, sir? Some students wants to escape in the break, but they return after the security stops. Am I right? Yes. Let us now run this. Yes, I got it. Some students wants to escape in the break. Actually, first thing I didn't give any spaces, sir. So I am getting like that. But they return after the security stops. But is also added to the x. Am I right, sir? Yes. So if I want to make it even more meaningful, what I am doing, I am just writing the same thing. But here, I am just adding one space here. I am adding one space here and keeping one more plus. Okay, and adding this but message. Okay, alright. Now let's see what you get. We will do the first message and second message. there is a space as well as there is a but with some space. Now let's see. Yes, you can see now everyone. But they stopped, also returned after the security stops. So, but between but and second message there is no space. Only between but and first message there is a space. You can put up one more space after the but, so that you will be seeing what's it tell me. Both the statements are joined using the but with some spaces. Am I right, everyone? Yes. So what I want to show you here, very simple, sir. How can you give a string during runtime? That is nothing but an input statement. Am I right, sir? Yes. So we are only talking about string here. How can you give integers or floating points data? Because either we have numeric data or we have string data. Am I right, sir? Yes. How can I give it, sir? Tell me. A string also during runtime, or an integer also during runtime. Okay, can I just start like this? Will it work? Let's say now I'm just saying, sir, look at this guy. Let's say I'm saying, sir, x is equals to input of, I'm just calling, sir, enter the number. Enter the number. Okay. I'm just closing here. In place of string, what I'm writing, sir, here? Enter the number. I forgot to keep what's the closing, sir. Yes, enter the number. Yes, what it's asking? Enter the number. Let's say I'm entering 22. I entered. Now let's say what is x? Then I entered number, but it is showing it as a string. Am I right, sir? Tell me. Yes, this is very important topic, sir. Everyone has to understand. So the input statement will accept the inputs during runtime. Until and unless if you don't mention their data types are, it will always take the inputs in the form of string. Whether you enter data, whether you enter message, whether you enter a number, whether you enter a floating point, whether you enter a special symbol, whatever. By default, the input statement will accept the data in the form of string. I hope you understand. So someone will ask you, what is the default data type of input statement? What is the default data type of input statement? String. Sir, how can I accept the only string, let's say integers or floating point or complex? How can you do it, sir? Yes, we can do it. Before that, is it clear, sir, everyone, with input and output statements? What is input, what is output? Output is just a statement, input is just input method. Am I right, everyone, sir? I hope you understand, everyone. Input statement is just an input method or input of. Print statement is just a print function. Am I right, everyone? Yes, print of. Inside the brackets, we say functions. Yes. I hope you understand, everyone, now, sir. The basic input-output statements. Now let us see. How can you give, sir, integer numbers during runtime in Python? How can you give it, sir? Now let's see, everyone, sir. Okay. Let's say the floating point numbers during what, sir? Runtime. Are you getting my point? Sir? Yes. So now I'm just coming to this point, sir. Just look at this carefully. Let us say I'm just giving my answer here. X is equals to int of, I just mentioned the data type before, input of. So for our what's means interface between screen and ourselves to understand when to enter, I'm writing a message. Enter the number. Okay. Now let us see, sir, what it gives. You must mention always the data type in the beginning. Int of, input of, enter the number. Int of, input of, enter the number. Okay? Right, now let us see what happens. It's asking enter the number. Let's say I'm entering 20. Now let us print x or x directly. Yes, it's 20. Am I right, everyone?
Yes.
Am I right, everyone? Yes, sir. Yes, it's 20. Do you want to see what data type of x is also? Yes, you can test it. Get the type of x. What is it, sir? Integer. Yes. X is an integer. Am I right, everyone? If you don't mention int of, when you just say x is equals to what's 22, when you see type of x, it will be a string. Are you getting my point? Yes. The same thing I'm writing, sir. Let's see. once again, but I'm not mentioning int here. I'm not mentioning int here, but I'm just now what's going to be executing this, enter the number, let's say I'm entering 22. Now I'm printing x, what is it, sir? Quotes here. Now let us see whether it is integer or string. Type of x is string. That's what we said, sir. The default data type of input statement is string. And if you want to especially mention any specific data type, sir, you must give the data type before it. I hope I am clear with this, sir.
Yes.
I hope I am clear with this. I hope everyone would have now understand basic input-output statements. Okay, then? Right. Now, based on this, sir, I'll give you some problems for you, sir. Everyone has to solve and show me. Okay? I'm not even starting with loop and words condition, but before that, we can go through some simple problems on what all we discussed. Okay, then? Alright. Everyone, just write this, sir. Everyone, first problem. Okay? Take two integers during runtime. And find their sum. And take two integers during runtime and find their sum. Take two integers during runtime and find their sum. A very simple basic program. Now write it everyone. Take two integers during runtime and find their sum or print their sum. So you should use both input-output statements. Take two input statements and print their sum. Or take what's the mean two integers during runtime and find their sum or print their sum. Anything else? Write it everyone. So I'll just come around. I hope everyone understands the question. Okay? Yes.
Bottles, he said he will come later. I'll do whatever. Half liter water, how can this happen? Not even half liter, 200 ml. Installing Python. जैसे करना नहीं तो इधर लिख के Python नहीं बंद रहना है मेरे को बाद में करना ऑनलाइन बनता है Python बनता है अरे उसका नहीं है गूगल को लैब करना अरे मिल गया है आंसर क्यों दिखाएगा खुद सॉल्व करना
How many values you can take? Only one value. You cannot take multiple values. Because one variable can only take here one value. I hope you understand. It's not a list. We are taking it in terms of one individual. That's what I told you now. Take the two inputs during runtime and find their sum. I bet you see variable has still not written, so just look at this. Okay? A very, very simple now. Very simple program, sir. Very, very simple code. How do you say? Sir, x is equals to I am accepting the first input. Let's say int of, it's an integer number, let's say. Input of, enter the first number. Just for our understanding of it. Enter the first number.
Z equal to x plus y.
Okay.
और प्रिंट साइड वाला
Because when you press enter, you are in Python interpreter, it will execute that line and it asks the input. But actually the code when you write in other parts of the online compilers, you have to write every line. It won't ask you immediately until and unless you run it. Alright, sir? Tell me, yes, you are in Python interpreter, so you can just enter it, it will be executed. The line is executed. That's when it immediately asks me the number. I think I forgot to keep what's the double quotes. One more bracket, yes. See, it's immediately asking enter the first number. Actually, I should write the first code, after that I have to execute. Alright, sir? Yes. Why? Because I am in Python interpreter already. Python command terminal. If I come out of it, yes, you can just what's up? Write it anywhere, tell me, write or notepad or somewhere, save the code, and you can compile that in what's up? Python what's up? Tell me, our what's up? Python 3 point, let's say now software what we are using for Python, okay? And using what's again Python IDE, directly what's up, you can execute there. Are you getting my point? Okay, but here since it's like a command terminal, so it will ask every time. So don't think that enter the first number message is also part of the code. No, it is executed part. Okay, that's right. So our lines are only very simple. First line is x is equals to int of input enter the number. I'll show you one thing. Let's see here. Let us now just use the online Python compiler. How it will run actual program. Look at it. Is it look the size is okay everyone? Last pages. Can you see the screen clearly? Print statement and all? Okay. Now let's see, I'm just doing here. I'm writing code now. Let's say x is equals to int of input of enter the first number. Enter the first number. Okay. Then y is equals to int of input of enter the second number. Enter the second number. Okay, done. Now see, it's not giving you when you press enter, okay, because you are terminal, so it is executing that line. The code, this is the structure of code. But do we need to give semicolon? I mentioned semicolon. Do we need to give semicolon in Python? No. So here, I'm just writing one statement. Print of x plus y. That's all. Just 3 lines of code I have written. Now let us run what it will ask. So this is the code I have written. Now I am executing it. It's asking first line is executed. Enter the first number. Let's say I am entering 20. Enter the second number. I am entering 30. Sum is 50. We got it. I hope you understand. I hope you understand. So our lines of code is very simple, sir. I just used very simple code first, which are using input and output statements, where I am giving 2 inputs during runtime. I am getting the output also once I give the input. So, am I right, everyone? Am I right, everyone? Yes, like a printer, scanner, what you use, we can write here also. I hope I am clear with this, everyone, with the basic input-output statements of Python. Clear, everyone now? Clear, everyone now, sir?
Yes.
Tell me.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So now let us see. Now let us see. What's up? So we have done with data types. We have done with variables. We have done with operators. We have done with basic input-output statements. And we understood, sir, how can you write a simple Python code as per the given question. So do here. Now my question is here. Do we are following any specific structures like main and keeping brackets and writing all that? No. You're just writing like a normal question and answer. Am I right, everyone? Am I right, everyone? Sir, please answer yes or no. Yes. Okay. So in a similar way, in a similar way, sir, we can start doing what's a very simple programs, but you can make it what's a with the complexity, we can increase our so we can what's keep solving your mathematical problems, provided if we are good with, tell me everyone, the basic what's a control statements also. Okay,
क्या
right.
कर रहे हैं ये देख भाई ये देख
Okay, sir. Now let us start with first what's the introduction to what's up? Tell me control statements. What do you mean by control statement? What do you mean by control statement? Answer, sir. Or how about control transfer statements? So that gives a question first, sir. How does any program in any language is executed? Alright, sir? Yes. Normally we expect that, sir, a program is a group of, tell me everyone, sir, instructions or statements, and we expect every statement to be executed sequentially. Alright, sir? Tell me, yes. What does it mean sequentially? Sir, how we have executed these 3 lines of code we have written? First it executed the first line, so it is asking the number 1. I entered number 1. Then it is executing what should I mean? Second statement, so it is asking the what's number 2. Then it is executing what's a print statement. Based on the data what you have given, it is calculating that sum and printing. Am I right, everyone? So every line of code, I have written 3 lines of code. The 3 lines of code is now following a sequential execution. Am I right, everyone? Am I right, everyone? Yes, sir. Once the first line is executed, the execution comes to second line. Once the second line is executed, the execution comes to third line. Like that. So this is called, tell me everyone, sequential execution or serial execution. Yes. But you answer, sir. Now I'll just give you a simple question. You answer, everyone. First try to understand the importance of control transfer statements. Before we start with what's the mean? Conditional control transfer and loop control transfer. Are you getting my point? Yes. So why actually we need the what's this control transfer concept here? Try to understand, everyone. You tell me, I'll just give you a simple problem, sir. Sir, I'll give you a number, I'll give you a
Why
number.
is he next?
Sir, you find whether it is an even number or odd number. Then what do you do? Then what do you do? Simple, sir. You divide that number with 2. If the remainder is 0, if the remainder is 0, then you call it as what's a even number. So let us say I am writing what's a line by line, I am dividing a number with 2. Then I am what's happening? I am keeping a condition. Sir, if the remainder, I am checking what's the condition, whether the remainder is 0 or not. If it is 0, then what is happening, tell me? If it is 0, then sir, it is printing it as what's a even number. If it is not 0, it should print as an odd number. That means if it follows the sequence as it is, can you get odd number? The first line I have written even, the next line I have written odd. So, if let's say the condition is not satisfied, then is it has to follow the normal line and how it is doing in a normal way? No. Based on the condition, it has to execute the related statements. Am I right, sir? Yes. So sometimes what happens in the coding, sir? Okay, you have to take some decisions. Based on the decisions, a group of statements should be executed. That means you cannot follow sequential flow. If the decision is true, you go to somewhere. If the decision is false, you go to other place. Am I right, everyone? Yes. The execution has to be jumped to the other place, sir, based on the decision. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Yes. So this is called, tell me everyone, sir, control transfer statements. So in any programming language, sir, even in Python also, the control transfer or the execution, what does that mean? The order of the lines of the execution will change based on some conditions, sir. So that type of statements, what we are calling, tell me, sir, conditional control statements. So it has, tell me, okay, in conditional, so again you have loop control statements. In loop you follow both, tell me, sir, condition, and if condition is satisfied, you repeat the same thing. You have iteration plus condition. And something will have only condition. So When you're only condition, you call such type of statements as conditional statements. When you're both looping and what's the mean, conditionals are you call it as a loop control statements. So the basic conditional statements I think everyone knows. Tell me what is that, sir? A basic if else. Tell me everyone, sir. A nested if or nested if. So let everyone answer yes. Now tell me what's a loop statement? For and while. For and while. Okay. Right. So and Python also supports what's a for and
इसमें
while.
नहीं होएगा
We don't
इसमें
see
तू अभी तू AIML डाला ना
Many of the times what's a for and while was using as a loop statements. And for conditional if else, nested if else if and all that will be seen, sir. So about these statements, sir, we will be discussing in the afternoon. And once you do this, sir, listen everyone, once you do this, sir, I can say 90% of the Python problems you can solve. 90% of the Python problems you can solve. The rest of the 10%, we have to know the functions concept. A specific function such as map function, lambda function, filter function, reduce function, okay, and what's the concept of what's our sequence diagrams, like list with tuple, tell me everyone, sir, set diction, okay. If you know other dictionary comprehension, list comprehension, if you know all other stuff, yes, you can do most of 99% of the lead code problems, or let's say Python problems. So that's why this is the core thought that everyone was discussed from the beginning of any language, sir. I hope you got everyone clarity on complete concepts what we have seen as today's morning. Am I right, everyone? Yes. What all we have seen, tell me? We have seen all operators when they are working, except the words of bitwise operators. Then we understood, tell me everyone, sir, especially the concept of, tell me everyone, sir, the membership and as well as what's the what is that identity operators, how they are affected, what is the concept of same object or different object, how it is changing with respect to strings or how it is changing with respect to numbers. It's a mutable and immutable concept. Am I right, everyone? Yes. And then what's up? We have started with basic input output statements. Okay, how exactly our input will work, how exactly print will work, and how can you even perform some operations inside the print. The basic simple code are written to evaluate what's up, accept the two inputs during runtime, and what's up, print the result. I hope I am clear with this, sir. Okay. So now we'll enter into what's up, conditional, okay, a control transfer statements. So first one we'll see conditional, then we'll see loop control, and we'll try to see many problems on these concepts are now based on numbers. Okay. Based on numbers, so that everyone will become familiarity, will become familiar with the words that mean problem solving just using the basic statements. From afternoon onwards, sir, everyone has to execute the code. Okay, so still if anyone did bring laptops or try to bring it, those who do not have laptops, don't worry, you can use your online compiler in your mobile, but do not deviate when you're seeing mobile. Okay, right. So that's what I can see, sir. So afternoon session we are going to continue with, tell me everyone, sir, conditional statements and loop statements. So today onwards, full day I will be there. Maybe yesterday, because of what's the mean, a little bit what's of means inconvenience I went to it. I said I cannot take. But today onwards I will be there with you. Okay? Right. So all 6 hours will be handling till what's the mean? Saturday. Okay? Right. Yeah.